Hello guys, welcome to Net Experts. My name is Sudhanshu Kapoor. Today I'm going to start a new session of PowerShell. In this session, I'm going to discuss about how to manage disk management through PowerShell. Let's start the session guys. So today I'll be showing you how to manage disk management through PowerShell in Server 2019. Okay, so the commands which I'm using or which I'm going to use to manage disk management. It running in Windows 10 also. It running in Windows Server 2016 also. It running in Windows Server 2012 also, and it's running in 2019 also. Okay, so the commands are same. Not to worry. You can run those commands in Windows 10 as well. So this is my Windows Server. Okay, so if I'm showing you, I open my this PC and go to properties. So right now I'm using Windows Server 2019 Data Center Edition, okay, with 8 GB of RAM and processor. So now I'm going to open the PowerShell. So I go to start PowerShell. So we are going to simple Windows PowerShell 64-bit. Okay, this is the x86 32-bit. So I'm going to open 64-bit because my Server 2019 operating system is running in 64-bit. So I'm using Windows PowerShell. Open it. So this is the PowerShell we have. Okay, I need to maximize it. Okay, so now we'll see that how many disks we have in this server. Number one, so we'll go for the command is get disk. This is the command to check how many hard disks I can attach in the servers. Right now I have 3 hard disks. Let's see. Click on get disk. So I run command get disk. They're showing me we have disk 0, disk 1, disk 2. Okay, so disk 0 is healthy and online, and it says 40 GB. Okay, this is my operating system hard disk where I can install 2019. Disk 1 we have, okay, it's also online and it's healthy. Okay, and we have 40 GB, but it's showing me raw because the disk is only inserted. It's not right now, it's not working, or you can say that we are not initialized the disk, that's why it's showing me raw over there. And we have a disk 2 also, healthy, online, and the size of the disk is 100 GB, and there it's also a raw. Raw means if your disk is not initialized, okay, so by default they're showing you raw. Okay, so right now first I need to initialize the disk. So I go for initialize disk. Okay, now which disk I need to initialize? We have 3 disks. So which disk I need to initialize? I need to define the number. So disk number, this is the I need to go for dash number. So these are the numbers 0, 1, 2 numbers. Okay, so I need to initialize disk 1. Okay, so I just give space and give number 1 and enter it. So as you can see that the command is run. Now this time I go to get disk again. Then we'll see that disk 1 is now initialized and it's automatically taking the partition table GPT. Okay, so by default in 2019 server, it takes the partition table GPT. Remember these things. Okay, fine. Now if you want to change the partition table, you don't want to choose GPT right now. You want to go for MBR. Okay, so how we can go for that, or you can say that by default it takes GPT, but when I'm going to initialize my disk, I need MBR. Okay, so how we can go for that? I use again the same command, initialize disk. Now this time I use number 3, number 2, okay, third disk, and after that I need to define the partition style. So I want this time partition style MBR. So if I enter it after that, they're showing me like if I go for get disk again. Now as you can see that they're showing me that we are using now the disk 2 is running, it's online, okay, and it's initialized already, and go for 100 GB with MBR now. Okay, now if you want to change disk 1 partition style also, okay, right now it's GPT, I want to change into MBR. So how we can go for that? This time I use set disk command. Set disk. Now I need to define the number. Okay, number. So the number is number 2, and I need to change the partition style. So I go for partition style. Now I want MBR for this also. For this disk 2 or disk 1 also I need MBR. Okay, as you can see that. Okay, oh sorry, not disk 2, I want to convert them to disk 1, so I'll go for disk 1 over there. Okay, disk 1. Okay, now as you can see that set disk number 1, I want to change my partition style to GB to MBR, so I go for MBR. I need to enter after that, so it's change. Now you can see that this go for get disk again, and you can go for that. As you can see that we have a MBR is there. Okay, understood? Just a minute, guys. Okay, so as you can see that with the help of set disk, we can change the partition style of my disk 1. Okay, fine. It previously it's working in GPT. Now I'm changing the partition style to MBR like this. Okay, now we'll go for the now if I need to again change to GPT, so you can go for again change like this, the same command. Okay, like imagine that if I want to change my disk 2 size partition style to GPT again, so we'll go for simple set disk. Okay, once I'll clear the screen once, CLS. Now we'll go for set hyphen disk. Okay, and I go for number. I'm sorry, I need to give the space in between that. Here it is, the number. Okay, and I want to change my disk to partition style. Okay, and change it to GPT again. So you can go for that like this. Now you go for get disk. So as you can see that they're showing me now my disk 2 is running in GPT. Previously it's running in MBR, now it's running in GPT. So like this we can change with the help of set disk, we can change the partition style. Okay, now you want to create the new partition. Okay, so let's see how we can go for create a new partition. So go for new partition. Okay, and then where you want to create the partition, we have 3 disks. So I'm using disk 1. So I go for disk, not disk ID, we can go for disk number. We have a disk number. Disk number is disk 1. Okay, now I need to after that assign the drive letter as well. So I go for hyphen assign drive letter also. Okay, and if I use over there full maximum size, I want to create 60 GB full OneDrive. Okay, so you can go for that, use maximum size. If you want to give the size, like imagine I can give the size over there. I don't want to occupy full space. I want to go for that size. Okay, and then we'll go for 30 GB only. That's it, 30 GB. Okay, so I want to create my partition. I want to create the partition. Okay, I want to assign the drive. I want to create the partition in disk 1. I want to assign the drive letter, and then I'll give the size also. Okay, so now enter it. So as you can see that it successfully create one E drive letter. Okay, and it's 30 GB. Now as you can see that if I go for so like this we can create the partition. So if you want to see the partitions, okay, so we'll go for get partition. Okay, fine. And where in which disk I want to see the partitions, disk 1. So I'll go for hyphen disk number again. Disk number is 1, and hit on enter. So they're showing you that we have a E partition is created. So if I'll go showing you in my Explorer also, if I go to this drive and you have the E partition also, you can see that the partition is there, but still it's not formatted. That's why they're not showing me like this. We create the partition, but we still not formatted. Okay, so if I need to format this partition, so how we can go for that? Go for format. Okay, first need to clear this. Clear the screen, and then you can go for format hyphen volume, format volume. Okay, and my drive letter is, need to define the drive letter. Drive letter is E drive. Okay, sorry, E only. You need to define E only. Okay, and then here you define the new file system label. If you want to give the if you want to set the label, you can set the label also. Like I want to set data like this, and enter it after that. Okay, so you can see that it's formatting my drive E. As you can see that, see, it's formatting my drive with the NTFS. Okay, now as you can see that if I open the file explorer over there, so as you can see that now it's showing me the size because I format with the file system NTFS. Okay, like this we can format the file system, or we can format the go for that. Okay, if you want to change the file system over there, you can change the file system also. Okay, you can set like this, like format, I'm sorry, you can go for like this, format volume, and then you can define the drive letter. After that drive letter we have E. Now I need to change the file systems, you can go file system as well, or set volume, you can go for that, okay. Or you want to change that file systems, you can go for like hyphen file system. Okay, now you can define the file system over there. You can use FAT32 and TFS or REFS. We have in servers, we have REFS also, so we can use REFS like this, REFS. Okay, and enter it. So it's format your drive in to REFS, as you can see that. Now if you go to the E drive, and you can see that now if I check once, go to properties on this E drive, and you can see that right now it's formatted with REFS. Okay, if you want to change, you want to go for NTFS. Okay, the same thing, the command is same, just write over there NTFS, okay, and enter it. Now as you can see that it's formatted with the NTFS. Now you can see if I open this E drive, this E drive, and you can go to properties, as you can see that we have NTFS now. Previously we are formatting with REFS, now we have NTFS. Okay, we have FAT32 also. If you want to format with FAT32, you can go for FAT32 as well. Okay, now you can change the label. Right now my label is data, as you can see that they're showing me the label over there. Okay, they're not showing me the label right now, it's showing me local disk. Okay, I need to change the label as well. Now I'll go to properties again once, I'll see that. Okay, they're showing me the local disk. Okay, if I need to change the label, so how we can go for that? The command is set volume. Okay, and then we need to go to drive letter E. Okay, and then we need to set the label. So for label we go for new file system label. Now this time I go for data. Okay, and enter it. Now as you can see that it's set. Okay, so now check once. Okay, for checking I'll just open, showing you, I open with this. Okay, and you can see that they're showing me data over there. The label is now data. By default it's showing you local disk, but I changed the label now it's showing me data. Like this we can change the label. Okay, with the help of this command, set volume. Okay, if I want to change the label, you can go for set volume command. Okay, now if I now my partition size is 30 GB, as you can see that my partition size is 30 GB. Now if I need to resize my partition, okay, I need to increase the partition size, as you can see that now I need to go for 40 GB. Okay, so how we can go for that? We go for resize partition. Okay, now I need to define the drive letter, which partition I need to resize, drive E. Okay, and after that we need to give the size. Now I want to size go for 40 GB. Okay, I need to define my partition size to 40 GB. So it is known as extend the partition. Right now I have 30 GB. Now I'm going to change the size to 40 GB, resize the 40 GB. Now I go for enter it. Okay, so it's not give GB. I hope it's not space over there. Yes, don't give the space. I just by mistake give the space, that's why they're showing me the error. Now if I don't give the space, it's take the command. Now as you can see that it's 40 GB. So as you can see that if I go to and if I refresh once, as you can see that they're showing me now 40 GB. Previously it's showing me 29.9 GB. They're showing me right now 39.9. It means approximately 40 GB it's there. Understood? Fine. Like this we can resize it. Now if I need to shrink it, if I want to shrink the size. Okay, right now I'm extended. Previously I have 30 GB. Now I extend to 40. Now I need to shrink it. Okay, so I go for the same command is resize. Once I clear the screen, I go for resize partition. Now I define the drive letter E, and after that we need to give the size. Okay, now size I give over there, I go for 25 GB. Now I am going to decrease the partition now, shrink the partition. As you can see that we have extend and shrink. Okay, so if I enter it, okay, so as you can see that it's running. So I'll open my file explorer, and if I go for refresh once, so now you can see that it's going to come back to 25. Okay, so we have the option over there. Okay, so if you want to extend or shrink the partition, we can go for we can go for with the help of this command. With the help of this command, we can resize the partition, we can shrink the partition also, we can extend the partition also. Okay, now if you want to remove this partition, simple, we have the command is go for remove partition. Okay, now which partition you want to remove? I want to remove drive letter E. okay, and hit on enter. They ask you, you want to remove this partition, okay, you want to go for yes, I want to remove this partition. After once you remove the partition, whatever data you have, it's completely removed. Okay, just press yes, you can go for that. So as you can see that the partition is removed. Okay, so you can see that if I open my file explorer again, and you can see I don't have now E drive, it's gone. Okay, like this how we can manage the disk management. These are the commands you have. They are the basic commands to manage the disk management. Okay, I hope you're able to understand this video, guys. Thank you for watching.